have a story to change your perspective.
My name is Agape Moses from Tanzania, born in Arusha, in the shadows of Mount Meru, where I live with my family. My life since childhood was never simple. There was a lot of challenges on the way. Life has a lot of struggles. I faced a challenge with going to school because of the disability that I was born with, discrimination because I was not the only one with a disability at home. My siblings also had it. Financial problem, no wheelchair, crawling down, the environment itself. So everything was not in a very good way to accommodate me and my siblings.
Agape was born with a condition called muscular dystrophy, a genetic condition that weakens body muscles. As one grows older, the muscles continue to become weaker. This hindered her from joining school for the first time because it was very hard for schools in our village to accommodate persons with disability. But her lovely mother was by her side and she decided to teach her from home.
My mom could give me courage, she could even be very open, like, yes, Agape, you are facing this challenge, and not everyone will accept you the way you are. So you really need, when I'm teaching you, you need to capture it. Even if you find anything to make you happy, you can read magazine, storybooks, those things will make you happy. And also another thing that also made me so sad was the way the community portrayed our family. They thought maybe my parents did something to their ancestors, so maybe now they are being punished of what they did. So those ones really made me to be so sad. And another thing was being carried on my mom's back. Sometimes my dad and my brother, because I had no wheelchair, it was very expensive and we could not accommodate.
Like any other child, Agape loved going to school, but it seemed to be impossible because of the disability she had. The inability of the schools in the community to accommodate persons with disability made her feel like she's not human being like others. It really hurts, but how can this matter be handled in the society for us to live together and to have a better society for inclusion?
We need to remove all those barriers, let us say physical, attitudinal, and even all the kinds of barriers that we put against the people with disability. If we are able to remove all those barriers and we are able to create equal access to education, job, and we are able to hear their voices, their experiences, and include them in decision making. If we want to have that inclusive society, it's all about me and you.
But now the disability that I had, I knew that, yes, I will grow with it. It is there forever, because even the doctors could tell me, because I was always asking about my conditions, about my health. So now it was just like giving hope to myself. Yes, the challenges that I'm facing, they can never be permanent in my life. So sometimes I was just trying to be like a deaf, not to hear what is going on, to give myself a courage, because I also had very supportive parents. They are there always, like, even if I'm sad, even if I fell down, maybe people pushing me around, they could just give me hope, like I'm a very big person, very important. So now I could take that and keep on moving.
She's a source of inspiration and resilience. I met her in a very unique way, and till now I'm glad to be her friend, to be Agape's friend. I met her when we first joined university. That was August 2022. We were doing orientation for an entire month. So one day I saw her going to the orientation room with the wheelchair that you use force to make it move. And I took it to myself and I said, why not just help her and we go? Then I requested her if I can help. She said yes, and I helped her. We went to the orientation room and I brought her back to her room. And since that time, I took it to myself that I will be able to help her till the orientation finished. And I did so. From that, we became good friends till now.
I have a lot of people who have really impacted my life. I'm so blessed to have very gifted parents. They also have very big hearts. They are always there for me, even if someone can really disappoint me, even if I can't go and talk to them, they can stand before me and confront them. So I can't imagine, you can't imagine parents having maybe 3 or 4 kids having disability, and they're just normal and view you, and they're really expecting you to have quality education, good food. So they are being so nice to us and very helpful. Other people are my friends. Yeah, every place that I go, I'm lucky to have friends. They're being so supportive. They understand my condition. When I call them, like, can you help me 1, 2, 3? They'll always be there in the second, as if we are born from the same family. Yeah, some like my friend Joyce. I can't forget about her. She even washed my hair. I can't wash my hair. She always opened my hair. She washes them. She blow dry them. I say, oh my God. Like, I've just met her. We are from different countries. She's from Uganda. I'm from Tanzania. But she treats me as if we're siblings. So I can't forget that. And
I no longer describe our relationship as a friendship. To me, it's beyond friendship. We have become like siblings, and I thank God for her. How I met her, I met Agape during my orientation week here in USIU. So we were trying to prepare for our placement exam, mathematics, and I happened to be with her in the same discussion group. We were discussing that mathematics in preparation for the placement exam. That's how I got to know her. And ever since that time, our friendship kept growing and growing each and every day up to where we are right now.
This now is an organization which is called the School of St. Jude that sponsored me. I had good grades, so they picked me when I was in my primary to my advanced level to Form 6. So they changed really my story. They paid for my first surgery because I had deformed lower limbs. They paid for everything, for therapy, for me waking up again, everything they could accommodate for me. Yes, so actually I really appreciate the school because they really brought hope of me. Like, I could no longer crawling down, I could even walk on myself. And also they could even try to make a little research about my family. Even now my dad, my mom could even have open-minded what is going on to their kids and the family. And so I was so happy about them being in my life. And lastly, MasterCard Foundation is also another organization that is sponsoring me now currently in USIU Africa here in Kenya. They are so supportive in my health. They are always with me, making steps to see that I'm performing well in class. The classes are accommodative. Even they sponsored me a wheelchair. I said that it is my Land Cruiser. I am always in a very high speed, always reaching in class on time. I don't delay classes. So I don't know what can I say. I just ask God to bless them. Yes, to continue having the same spirit because they have really changed my story, even my ways of viewing things and thinking.
We have shared countless moments of growth, highs and lows, and it has been strong because we help each other grow in different perspectives. And I would say that she herself made me grow strong to be who I am because of the way she faces and tackles obstacles with just that resilience and grace that inspires me a lot. And I would say that it has been strong friendship till now, growing with lessons, teaching it other valuable life lessons as we move on.
Our friendship has been growing stronger each and every day. We've been through a lot together. She has helped me through a lot of things that I didn't expect she would help me with. She has helped me to grow in character.
She didn't stop only at teaching, but also discovering talents and molding them for the betterment of the community. Her loving and caring family gives her a reason to have a hero in this life.
I feel a lot I can't explain, and it's something that is ever changing. You've seen the long nights, I'm not alright. The ebb and the tide, the salt and the red eyes. You don't know how you're saving my life tonight, 'cause I feel like you are my hero. And I want you to know
My heroes in my life are my parents. I actually see my parents are really big heroes of this world, and I don't know if other people have such parents like my parents, because imagine they were very young actually when they had me as their first daughter. I remember my mom told me she was 21. So imagine now having in 21 giving birth to a daughter with a disability. She's not as strong as other babies. Now the son who is born is also very crippled, but they could stay with us. They say like, this is the gift from God. We are going to stay with them, like, so them even accommodating us as their children, okay? Ready to do anything for us, like they could fight for us even if their parents, their communities could not even be on their side, but they are always with us with great love. If they are not there, maybe I could not be alive. If they could not be supportive, even my siblings could not even be as strong as they are today.
more times than I have been right, but you don't bring that up in fights. You held me when I felt defeated. I feel strong.
You know, I'm a child, so to annoy my parents is an obvious thing. Like maybe they're expecting me to do 1, 2, 3, and then I do it vice versa. So, but I remember one of the bad incidents that I did was I made my mom cry, of which I really felt bad, and at least you could understand my situation. She was in a family where expecting to have a baby, so because I had a curiosity of knowing what is happening to my family, why my mom gave birth to disabled children. So now I could even get some ideas from the doctors. So when I saw my mom, she's also expecting another baby. So I had now to ask her. She was like maybe 1 month to give birth to a baby. Then I asked her, are you going to give birth to a baby again? And then she told me, yes, you're going to have a young sister. I said, no, I don't want. Don't you even see the way the society are portraying us? So are you going to give birth again to another person who is struggling like us? So actually even my mom cried because she even knew like even the society downlook us. Even my children are also downlooking us. Even Agape, she's even seeing that. So she cried, but she could understand me. So I felt bad. But I just thank God, like the baby was born very healthy. That was the first young sis that I could see. She could undergo all the stages of a normal human being could go, crawling, very, very healthy. Actually, she's the one, even at home right now, she supports me, even if I fell down, because I'm not so strong. She picks me. She's just 12, but very strong, very taller than me. So I even say, God forgive me. It was just like, I was also overthinking, you know. Yeah, so I remember that thing, I really annoyed my mom, and it was 2012. I still remember it until today, like she cried because of that. But at least she could understand me. And I always ask her to forgive me. I was just telling her, like, I didn't want my family to be labeled again, to be labeled as the house of being cast, as the house of disabilities, any type of disabilities. My house, I didn't like that labeling.
She does everything just like any other normal person. If there is a problem, she will stand up and solve it. She wouldn't pity herself.
My parents are very inclusive, given the same education, eating the same food. But now in my village, I still stay in the village. Disability inclusion is a very big problem. Like a person can just have maybe physical disability, and then she can be located to an organization whereas is included with people with mental. So also the school that are there, they can't accommodate them, but they think maybe they can do those vocational training. So even if you are so talented, you are so intelligent, all your efforts ends with vocational training. To be a tailor, because there's no inclusion, like the school don't even accommodate you. So you can just end in those small colleges. But I also came to Kenya. The inclusion is so high here, especially USIU Africa. Persons with disability, I've seen a lot of kind of persons with disability, seeing blind, visual impaired, hearing problem, albinism, also some of them having physical disability. They can be in any other course, like any other person, they can choose any, some do pharmacy, IR, film. There's nothing like saying that because they are disabled, so they have to be concentrated in one of the courses, no. And also they have very good buildings. Everywhere we have lifts, so everyone can go easily to the classes, ramps. So there's an inclusion in this society. And also I've been looking forward to listen to the news in Kenya. Like persons with disability are also given chances to the work. Like they don't face a lot of struggles to get a certain work. So the government have removed the barriers to that, of which I really wish Tanzanian government could also do the same way.
I believe that inclusion will make us live a happy life in this world. So USIU is one of many universities, let me say maybe in Africa or even world, that has taught, given examples to other universities, to other schools, that indeed if we want to create inclusive environment, we need to do it practically. And USIU Africa is doing that. How is USIU Africa doing that? Providing facilities like lifts, like ramps for wheelchairs to pass, like a lab for themselves, for people with disability to be able to access. Those who are not able to maybe have that direct lessons with professors. They have different gadgets that can be able to help them study, that can be able to help them understand and do things the way we do. They have club for PWD. For example, the club for sign language. Why are they putting that club? They're putting that club so that they can teach us. The stakeholders of USIU Africa, which is the main stakeholders, which is the students, they can teach us the sign language so that we can be able to communicate, so that we can create that sense of belonging to them. And that is what USIU Africa is doing. They're advocating for even more and more. Somebody who is with disability, if they get an opportunity to come to USIU Africa, they will not struggle. They will not struggle to go to 11th floor. They will not struggle to move into a class. They will not struggle to go into the toilet, because they have made sure, USIU Africa has made sure that they are being accommodated in all the aspects of the university. If the person with disability wants to go and see our IVC or VC right now, they can be able to go straight forward without any struggle, because the way is easy for them to access because of the ramps that is all over the campus. That's why I tell you that I'm proud to be part of USIU Africa. And I believe that through them, many universities, many schools can copy the example so that we can be able to truly create an inclusive society for all of us.
The first thing that should be done is, first of all, to love them and to look at them as just like any other person, because I believe that disability is not inability.
I had this course in my mind that I need to do sociology. So that was the only course that I could think like it could help me be voice to the voiceless, because the university that I was targeting, I don't think if it had international relation, because I really needed to know nations interaction. I really heard about it, so I was really looking forward for that. So I couldn't choose that course, but the one which was almost there, like I could solve the problem for myself, for my community, was sociology. Now coming to SIU, I saw the course, and that was international relations, because I needed to be the voice to the voiceless. PWD, they're very, very low. So all of that was within international relations. So that's why I needed to input myself there, to acquire the knowledge, to have the confidence. So as I go home, I can even know the routes where to start and to become a voice to those ones. I can even represent them.
As a norm in Tanzania, to raise great leaders, patriotic citizens and developers of the nation, Form 6 vacists are given an opportunity to join the national service. As a responsible citizen, Agape was ambitious to join the army for her to be enriched with knowledge on how to serve and protect her country. Unfortunately, she couldn't join the army because of her condition, but her love and potential to serve Tanzania did not cease, thus opted to serve as a teacher.
I became a Form 4 geography teacher, so I was teaching them geography, and I was happy and lucky to have very understanding students. They could understand the struggle that their teacher had. And also, over Fridays in that school, it was clubs day. People could play sports, could do many other things. So there was no art club. I love painting, and I'm not so good in painting, but I can do a little. So I could see some of the students who had great ambitions about painting, drawing. So I had now, with collaboration with them, to open up a club in the school. So we could open it and we could be doing those things. Yes, and we could even get some little money, because now, in the village, most people, they have low income. So someone can draw the pictures, they can even assist themselves to buy an exercise book, a pen, even socks. So it was very impressive to them.
She's able to do anything that anyone out there can do, or even more. She is so helpful to me, to the friends, and to the family. She's so solution-oriented. Just know she can do anything, or even more than what other people out there who can do more than her physically can do.
I also don't make myself small. So that's actually what motivates me keep on going. Even if it is in the class, someone does the best, why not me? Maybe I can do it better, if you have a disability and maybe I get good A's, maybe people can be motivated through me. So I also need to get that A, so as I can also show people, even if I'm disabled, but is my mind disabled? Yes, I know that I have physical challenges, but nothing can stop me from maybe getting good grades. Nothing can stop me maybe having a good house in future, good work, paying good job, maybe a car in future. because I don't want to make myself small or to see myself that I'm unable.
Agape radiates spirit of determination, of resilience, and she has just this unique way of despite the challenges, despite the problems, she tackles them with unwavering dignity and grace. And that serves as a remarkable capacity for human resilience, That is the strength that I see in her, and the skills that I see in her that the world may not see. You may see her as Agape, but the way she tackles things, it speaks more to me. With that inner strength, you may not notice, but I see that.
I'm thinking how I can describe it, because some things are indescribable.
What I really love doing in my free time is painting. Other times I finish up my assignment, and sometimes I visit my friends.
Agape is a social person, very lively, and her action and attitude towards others define the true character of a friend. Her intention to bridge nations through international relations still manifests, and through art and music, she pours out her love.
I love music. And the most instrument that I love playing is piano, and I learned this from my dad. When I was little, my dad was a choir singer, the music player, instrument player, playing violin, guitar, keyboard, so he was bringing them at home, and I was always near him. So sometimes when I was sad, I remember I could even compose songs, but they were never love songs. They're about life, about God, so I can sing there, I cry, and I release my emotions. Depending Jesus, when your heart is broken. Depending Jesus, when you're feeling lonely. Depending Jesus, when your heart is broken. Depending Jesus, when you're feeling lonely. Asking why things are not right. He will lead you in the dark and give you light. That is how I love singing. I'm not having a very good voice, but I love singing and playing piano, violin a little bit, and guitar, but the mostly which I play is piano. Persons with disability, they are of different kinds. So every person faces challenges differently, but all of them, they are always pointing at the same thing: lack of education, no hope, no people who are there for you. So what I can say to a family who has a child with disability is that the child is you as parents. They came to this world because of you. You need to give them hope, and everyone who comes to the world, who is born to the world, has a purpose of living, have a purpose of being happy. So what I can just urge them is that they're very gifted to have such people, because those people are always very extraordinary. They have a lot. If you discover them, if you allow them to be open, show them love, they have a lot to offer. But now if there's no support, they can't even do anything for themselves. They always see themselves like they're nothing in this world. So as parents, you are the first person to give them hope, to make them human.
A parent's position in the life of a child is very important. Without a parent, motivation is killed and many ambitions disappear. It's a wonderful practice to uplift the dreams of a child and not to abandon him or her just because he or she has a disability.
People with disability, we need to have big hearts. So what we need to do is like, don't feel pity about yourself. Don't feel like the world is against you. Just give yourself courage. Do what you can do in a very good way. Put more effort so as even people can recognize you in the society, that you can do something.
One may ask how she has managed to motivate herself to stand firm no matter her condition. Indeed, she has stood above the limitations.
I still remember when I was 7, 8, crawling down. I always had rags, dirty clothes. You can never be clean because I'm walking from one place to another, moving from one place to another. The challenges that I had, my family situation, sometimes seeing my mom crying, losing my siblings because of the disability, having issues with their heart and their lungs, very weak. Now where I am, like having quality education, making it to the university level, it has really become a very big transformation to me. Actually, it was just maybe like a dream. I've never thought of myself being in another country, in a very big school, studying international relations. I've never thought of it, but here I am today. And I see the future holds a lot about me. But now, my biggest worry is just like, where will I be? Maybe where will my work be? Yes, I know, yes, it has a lot. PWD are now recognized. They're given chances to work. But my question is, yes, I can be back in Tanzania. My worry is like, am I going really to get the work that I'm expecting to do? If not, maybe I want to start something, maybe my organization, maybe my business. What will I be having in my hand to accommodate myself to do that? So that's my biggest worry in future. And also to support my siblings because they need a lot. They need a lot to be helped, for sure. My young brother, the lower limbs are very weak, so he always wear the leg braces. They're like artificial legs. So he's growing. He's now 7 years. So like each year, they always change him the leg braces. So he can't walk. He need a wheelchair. A lot of assistance. Every now and then going to the hospital, therapies and all that. Then I ask myself, yes, now my family does not have all that to cater as soon as possible. Now I've made it in life as the daughter in the family. I'm asking myself, am I going to manage also? How will I manage to assist my siblings, those 2 siblings that they're just behind me, to support them also to get good education, quality, good health assistance, and also to assist the ones in the society, in my village, persons with disability, the ones that they can't access school, maybe the ones that had issue with mental, are they also getting medical help? So there are a lot of questions rotating in my question about the future.
Just keep up the spirit of not giving up. I know you have faced millions of challenges. You have faced a lot, but you never gave up. I just want to emphasize that keep up the positive mind and keep up the good deeds that you do, because I know every person that you meet or every person that comes across your life, you leave a lasting impression on them.
Let the future come and see what we can do, because I don't want to forecast or to predict, because I don't know really what the future really has on the hands. But I see the light is coming. The light is coming. Yes.
Agape still holds on, works to her best, and hopes for a brighter and better future.